Alright, this is 48 Conklai, and I'm out here today with my Glock 40 MOS sight optic system. Don't have the red dot yet. That's something I definitely want to get onto. The only thing I have changed on this is I put a 3.5 pound trigger bar in the back and a Lone Wolf ultimate adjustable trigger. I did kind of a first impressions early on with the gun. You do get the different base plates for your red dots. Typical Glock standard accessories is a little brush, cleaning rod. Get 3 mags in a Gen 4, which these are only offered in a Gen 4. Mag loader and the grip kit for the modular grip system. I've had this for a couple months now, and yeah, more than a couple months. Got this actually back in, I don't want to say it was May, but my main intention for this gun is hunting, so you might knock getting a different trigger or something like that, but this isn't my main purpose. I'm only going to use it for probably hunting and some, range use, having fun with. So it's not really, I'm not worried about if it jams or something like that. I'm not going to count on it for my everyday life, security, and everything above. This is definitely something that I think has helped the trigger. Not to say that this is a bad trigger. It had a fairly light trigger off the bat. Glock provides their own minus trigger bar, which is basically the 3.5 pound trigger. I put in a Ghost because it's a little bit more polished and a little bit nicer manufactured. This does have a 6-inch barrel and the long slide, as well as adjustable sights back in there. That's it. Basically hang off the back of the slide there. Definitely want to get the red dot. That's something on my to-do list, but I'm just gonna do a few shots here and kind of show off. I definitely like this. I think it's a great option if you're gonna get a Glock 20 and use it for hunting. Depending on how you want to use it, this is not a bad option to go for the 40. It's a little bit more money. I think I paid about $750 for this. I don't know where it is everywhere in the States. I've seen them as low as $6.99. I've seen them as high as $8.50. So I kind of got it right in the middle. I definitely wanted it, so I don't think too many gun dealers stock them all the time, just because it's probably more of a niche market. And not to say that if you got a Glock 20 and put in a 6-inch barrel, you wouldn't get the same thing out of it, but this long slide does provide some extra sight relief and some more velocity out of it. I don't have a regular stock Glock barrel to compare it to right now, but it's just science. An extra 2 inches there does help. It is a little top heavy, I will say that. Because a Glock is real light. If you have the mag full, your first few shots will be a little bit more balanced, but it's not hard to get used to. It does have its quirks, but it is a nice pistol. So I'm gonna get a few rounds loaded up and take a few shots. Right here, it's about 624 foot-pounds of energy, 1,250 feet per second. So I just did some shots with this in another video with my Glock 29, which has about a 3.78 inch barrel, and also with a ported barrel. And this performed with a ported, I got about 1271, and with the stock Glock barrel, I got about 12 in the 1230s. So not too bad. Definitely what they advertise. So I'm gonna grab a few of these rounds. You know what? And actually, I'm gonna have my chronograph set up still. I'm going to go ahead and take a few shots to that and see what it would compare to. I don't have a Glock 20. My brother has one. I use that in another video. But so I can't compare it to that because that's typically what you would compare it to. But as far as bullet speeds in that, so let's go ahead and, okay, got the chronograph here. Doing a quick reset. The gun is loaded. The reset is counting down. Alrighty, I'm going to go ahead and take 3 shots here, and we're going to compare it. Like I said, I think it's about a 4-inch ported barrel for the Glock 29. Got about 1271, and with the stock Glock 29 barrel, got about 1230. And that's about 3 3/4. So this is a 6-inch barrel. We'll see what she does. 1370. That is pretty good. That's over. That's about 100 feet per second on that one right there. 1330. A little lower, but still 60 feet per second. And about 70 feet per second. So you definitely do get some gains out of this. I would think, you know, with hunting deer, you're going to want to get as much velocity out of this as possible, because you know you want to get as much terminal ballistics that you can get. It's one of them things where speed is a factor. If you don't factor in speed, then you have slower bullets. I mean, you're talking kind of a 40 Smith & Wesson kind of performance from it. That's good to know that this 6-inch barrel does do quite a bit of difference. I want to shoot through it are some of my reloads. Probably not the hottest reloads available for a 10mm, but they will work, hopefully. I haven't really experienced any jams with this pistol. It's been pretty reliable for what I've shot through it, and I probably put close to about 150 rounds to this one. I've shot my Glock 29 quite a bit more. I've had that one quite a bit longer. Glock makes a good 10mm, and I'm happy to say that, you know, this is no exception. So, you know, it's kind of one of them deals. Alright, so I got some reloads in here. Probably not going to be the snappiest. I got a few buffalo bore I might try to put through there, and so you can see recoil wise. And this is about 5 shots here. Probably about 12, yeah, a little, maybe almost 15 yards. Shut down to this lower one here. 2 little stragglers, but well, actually that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 shots, I think. Pretty dang accurate. Like I said, these are some kind of pud loads, typical of what you would find on the market. Loaded kind of 40 Smith & Wesson pressures. So, you know, for that purpose, not too bad. I'm gonna go ahead real quick and we'll head back up here. Got some buffalo bore here. These are 180 grain, 1350 feet per second, about 728 foot-pounds of energy. So these are kind of what you would use in a hunting situation. I haven't picked, I don't have too many of these left. Need to buy some more. I haven't picked this as my main choice, but you know, not a bad round to say the least. It's definitely got power. Oops, sorry about that. and do this one-handed. Yeah, and these are, I believe they're XTP bullets, so they're real nice. Oh, I need to put another battery in here. I'll be right back. All right, we're back. Got some new batteries in there. Got sand. I think these are some buffalo bore. Yeah, 180 grain. Go ahead. Got the mag loaded. Head back out here. My little box target. Oh. Need to upgrade my tripod here. It's not doing too hot. Alrighty. These are 180 grain buffalo bore. Kind of spread that out just a little bit more on that top ring there. So probably need a little bit more practice with them. They don't feel all that bad, especially in the Glock 40 platform. You know, I haven't decided what I would use on a deer. These are legal where I live, Michigan, to hunt whitetail deer. You do got to make the magazine only capable of holding 8 rounds, because I believe it's 8 plus 1. So, you know, got to do a little bit there. But I guess we'll see. You know, those lighter loads, they did pretty good. Not real sure. I don't have all that many buffalo bore to test through her, so I'm not sure exactly what load would probably be the best. If anybody's got any recommendations for a hunting load, definitely post it in the comments and I'll be more than happy to give it a try. But overall, this is a great pistol. I think that if anyone were to choose it to try to go hunting with, I think you'd be well served. I have not shot anything but raccoons with this in defense of my chickens. So I think I've killed about 6 of them. And, you know, it did a pretty good job overall with them. You know, coons are some tough bastards, so not saying a deer is not tough, but I don't know. It did a pretty good job. I'm not going to say it didn't, but heck, I've shot with a coon with a 12 gauge slug, and they still seem to hang on sometimes. But you know, overall, it was a clean kill with it, and I would recommend this to try with a whitetail. Shot placement is probably going to be the biggest thing, and a red dot will probably go quite a ways with it. I was just doing kind of freehand there, so some of that hotter stuff, you know, if I was going to be taking at a whitetail deer, I would definitely be using a shooting rest or something like that. As far as those pud loads, very fun to shoot. You know, you're talking 40 Smith & Wesson pressures out of a 10 mil platform here, wide slide, thick. I mean, that was pretty accurate with them. Like I said, I'd probably recommend using a shooting stick if you were going to try to reach out any longer distances with the hot stuff. I'm not saying that you can't, not saying I'm a professional, definitely not. I haven't shot quite a while. I recently welcomed a new baby, and that's definitely been taking up some of my time. So if you like videos like this, let me know, and I'll be more than happy to make some more. And if you got any questions or comments, I'll be sure to write them. But definitely, the Glock 40 is a must-have if you're a 10 millimeter aficionado, or if you're just looking to get into the 10 mil. Definitely look into it. So thanks for watching.